So next up, we're going to talk about the objects folder. Now this folder, we're going to spend quite a lot of time discussing over a couple of videos. This is really the core of Git. This is where all of the backups of our files, all the content is stored, all the commits live here. And the way that it works is a lot to explain, but it's also interesting, and I think hopefully if I succeed, this section will make sense. This is the important stuff I want to cover in this section. It all has to do with hashing, and we're going to talk about things like blobs and trees. Anyway, we'll get into that. But in this video, I just want to show you it exists. There is a folder, right? If we look in the .git directory, if I can spell it, of course, called objects. And if we look inside of it, it's right here. So let me close down head. Objects here has a bunch of subdirectories, at least on my repository. I'm using this React example. So if you have a repo and it has some history, you'll have something in here, but probably not the same combination, the same digits. But anyway, we have these 2-digit hexadecimal folder names, and then inside of them, there are files. But then it tells me, I can't display it for you. It's either binary or an unsupported text encoding type. So we're not going to be able to look at the contents. This is what it does when it tries to display in VS Code. These are compressed, encrypted binary files. So they're not really meant for us to look at all. They're meant to be small. But those files store all the Git history, all the commits, all of the files and their information, the contents of files. Git stores full snapshots. It does not store diffs or changes, like a delta between two commits. It stores full, complete snapshots, which is somewhat unique. So we'll talk about that. But inside of this folder, there are really 4 different types of basic Git objects. And this is what we're going to spend a lot of time talking about in the next few videos. Those 4 types are commits, trees, blobs, and annotated tags. So these are 4 different things that are stored in this objects directory, really the core of Git. They're all going to be hashed. We've seen the commit hashes before, those long, crazy strings. We're going to learn a lot more about those in the next couple of videos. So where does this come from? What does this mean? Not the contents, but what do these file names mean and these folder names? Those are mysteries that will hopefully be explained soon if I do my job. I just wanted to introduce that folder. So there it is, the objects directory. It contains all of the data in a repository. So in the next video, we're going to start by talking about hashing.